Unity does not mean conformity. All right, so what am I talking about today? Today's monologue, man. We always hear that we need to come together. We need more unity in the community. Hey, man, we need to stick together. And I agree. But I started thinking, what does this all actually mean? Come together around what? What are we trying to accomplish? Because I think that one of the reasons it's been so hard for us to unite is that we keep speaking about unity in generalities. We say that we want progress, we want empowerment, we want something better for our children. Okay, what does it really mean? People can support an idea, but they can't complete an assignment that has never been clearly explained. And I think that's where people keep getting stuck. See, I believe that we've confused unity with uniformity. We think coming together means everybody has to become the same, think the same, believe the same, move the same, but we don't. We're different people. We have different backgrounds, different personalities, different beliefs, different ways of seeing the world. And those differences don't automatically make us divided. They make us individuals. The problem is not that we're different. We haven't identified something clear enough and important enough for our differences to work together. Think about a completed product. It may appear to be one thing, but it's made from several different ingredients. Each ingredient maintains its own identity, but when everything is measured properly, being placed where it belongs, it becomes one completed product. Not because the ingredients were the same, because each ingredient serves its purpose. And maybe that's what we've been missing. Unity isn't everybody doing the same thing. Unity is everybody understanding what they bring and then doing their part. See, the teacher has a role, the business owner has a role, the pastor, the coach, the artist, the tradesman, the parent, the young person, everybody. Everybody has a role, and everybody doesn't have the same gift. And we're not supposed to. I don't need you to become me, and you don't need me to become you. I need you to understand who you are and how you contribute to where we're trying to go. We don't have to become the same to stand on the same side. But first, somebody has to identify the target. Like, what are we aiming at? Is it to make sure our children can read at grade level? Is it increasing home ownership? Is it creating more community-owned businesses? Is it strengthening our families? Like, what is it? Because if the target is vague, the roles are going to be vague. And when people don't understand their roles, either they're going to do nothing, they're going to compete with each other, or they're going to pull in different directions. That's when we look around and say, see, we can't work together. Maybe we've never been given a clear enough reason to work together. People don't just need inspiration. People need instructions. And what we've been doing, we've been using unity as a slogan. And at some point, it has to become a strategy. Within every community, there are tribes. There are neighborhood tribes. There are political tribes, professional tribes, generational tribes, church tribes. Every group has its own language, its own priorities, and its own trusted people. And maybe the tribes aren't the problem. Maybe they simply haven't been given a reason to cooperate. See, I don't believe everybody has to sit at the same table, but every tribe should have somebody who can represent them at the table. Somebody who understands their people and can carry out their concerns into a larger conversation. And when those leaders come together, they can't come just to be seen or to protect their titles. The table has to mean something. It has to be of significance. And that's where we identify the target. We combine the resources. We assign the responsibilities and hold one another accountable. Because the table is not where leaders come to be seen. The table is where the leaders come to be responsible. And even among those leaders, there will be a leader among the leaders. Yes, a boss of the bosses. Somebody has to see the entire picture. That person isn't necessarily the loudest, the wealthiest, the most popular. It is the person who can understand the different groups, recognize what each one of them brings, and keep everybody focused on the target. The leader amongst the leader doesn't have to possess every gift. They have to recognize every gift. The person doesn't stand above everybody. They stand between everybody. And that position can be a lonely place. Because when you understand everybody, sometimes it feels like nobody understands you. You can see why one side is angry and understand why another side is afraid. You can see the whole picture without completely belonging to any one part of it. That leader may not need everybody to agree with them. They may not need praise, but what they do need is respect. They need people to recognize what it costs to carry the whole picture. Now, that respect has to go both ways, because understanding everybody doesn't make you better. Because understanding everybody doesn't make you better than everybody. It makes you responsible. Responsible for helping people hear one another. Responsible for keeping everybody focused. Responsible for making sure our differences don't become more important than the mission. And maybe that's what unity really requires. Not sameness, but maturity. The maturity to disagree without destroying one another. The maturity to recognize somebody else's gift without feeling threatened by it. The maturity to understand that everybody doesn't have to do what I do for what they do to matter. So maybe the question isn't, why can't we all become one? Maybe the better question is, what is the one thing all of us are willing to work toward? Because once we identify that, I could still be me. Once we identify that I could still be me and you can still be you, we can maintain our individual identities while bringing them together for a shared purpose. That's unity. Unity is not the removal of the individuality. It is the coordination of individuality. We are different. We have always been different. The question is whether we'll continue allowing those differences to separate us or whether we'll organize them into something powerful enough to move us forward. Because we don't have to become the same to stand on the same side. We need a common target, clear assignments, respect for what each person brings, and the maturity to understand that no one ingredient creates the completed product by itself. That's how we come together. Not by asking everybody to become one another, but by giving everybody a reason to work as one. It's just a thought. Just a thought.